See what's over my shoulder? Nothing at all, because Ross retained the Cultaholic Championship. It's all
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have bloody thunk it?
Do you know what? I blame Lacey Evans.
I blame Tom Campbell.
I blame Lacey Evans. It's Tom and Adam. It's a lovely Wednesday morning. Let's do some lovely news. We have the latest on the Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar situation. We have an update on an injured Raw Superstar and details on 3 new signings for the WWE Performance Center. We'll get to them in a little bit. Loads to talk about after the Rumble. Edge is back. Drew McIntyre's won. Mighty Molly turned up. And a small altercation between 2 MMA lads before the show started.
Just a little one. We've got an update on the Brock Lesnar, Matt Riddle confrontation backstage. Now, there's been plenty of rumours about this. We have the latest from TalkSport's Alex McCarthy. According to a WWE official, Lesnar approached Riddle backstage and grabbed his shoulder to get his attention. Once he had it, I like that already. Like he's doing it for ages. Hey kid. Excuse me, it's bro actually. He said, kid, you might as well stop saying my name and tagging me in shh, because you and I will never work together ever. I love this. I love the idea that Brock Lesnar's getting pissed off with all the notifications popping up on his phone. Oh, it's bloody Riddle again, trying to play Angry Birds here. Of course, he's playing a 10-year-old game.
How do I turn it off? How do I turn off notifications, Paul?
Meltzer said...
Gonna play Candy Crush.
There's a lot of heat on Matt Riddle right now, and if you were wondering what happened in the Royal Rumble and why, there's your why. Of course, he was eliminated in like 30 seconds by Baron Corbin.
Of course.
Wonderful stuff.
Gotta keep Corbin strong.
Yeah.
That it does explain why, and also why basically Lesnar and Riddle were polar opposite ends of a very storyline-laden Rumble.
Oh, they should have had him out at number 2. They should have had him out just a shoot entry. Forget you, Alliance. No offense.
Could you imagine?
Elias.
Elias, yeah. Could you imagine if Riddle and Lesnar just decided, let's just shoot at number 1 and 2?
It doesn't sound like he wants to. They will never work together, ever. Meltzer continued, I don't want to say it's to teach him a lesson, but it probably is. He isn't at the forefront of NXT, and there's a reason he was in and out so quick. It was more than a way just to get heat for Baron Corbin, which ended up being what the outcome was. I think we all knew something was up as soon as that happened.
I completely agree. This isn't the first time though that Matt Riddle has been a bit Matt Riddle with members of the upper echelon of people. All the stuff with Goldberg last year, numerous back and forth with other people. I did find a tweet from last year, which was Matt Riddle having a little selfie video, filming, whinging that nobody would give him a lift to the Performance Center.
Oh, I remember that!
And Tommaso Ciampa just tweeted, the boys police themselves, F you. I don't think he's a very popular boy.
No, it doesn't seem so. Apparently, during WWE's Performance Center class, there was a mention of what occurred at the Rumble, referring to this Brock Lesnar-Matt Riddle confrontation. And the class was reportedly told not to call out Raw and SmackDown talent on social media without their knowledge. The mention got a big laugh from the NXT talent in attendance.
There's a big poster now that says "Don't do a Riddle," which has replaced the "Don't do a Bailey" sign that hung there for quite a while.
Have a diddle, don't be a riddle.
Joe has been back approximately 19 seconds, and it looks like he could be out for a little while longer. We have an update on what occurred with Samoa Joe on Monday Night Raw this past week.
If you didn't see it, during a tag match involving Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, the Raw Tag Champs, they squared off against Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. At one point in the match, Owens and Joe went for stereo dives to the outside, but Joe landed pretty nastily. And he was taken away from the match. The match continued on without him. The Raw Tag Team titles were retained by Seth and Buddy. However, Samoa Joe had to get out of there. We now have an update on that, and it's reported that Joe suffered a concussion during that match. And although it looked like it might have even been part of the storyline, I want to say that they did an amazing job of continuing with that match to the point that I was questioning, is this a work or is it not? Because they're just such consummate professionals.
Yeah.
It all made sense. Kevin Owens still looked great at the end of the match as well, despite not winning. He got rolled up by Buddy Murphy. So we don't have anything further on Joe at the moment, but I wouldn't expect to see him back for a few weeks. They like to keep these guys off of TV when they suffer concussions. Better safe than sorry. They take these things very, very seriously now, as they should. So we'll keep you updated on that.
The concussion protocol they have with Impact, not the wrestling company, is incredibly stringent now, and I'm actually glad that we're at a point where if something like this does happen and a guy is potentially in danger, there's no ifs and buts about let's get them out of the match, let's get them safe, because that never happened back in I don't remember that happening sort of back in the old days, but I'm glad that it happens now. You think about like in the late 90s where guys would take 47 chair shots to the head, whereas now they are so protected because they want these guys to have long-standing careers and health throughout the whole thing.
And that's the thing, it's no exaggeration to say that these concussions in the past have significantly shortened the lifespans of various wrestlers that we've seen, and it's very, very sad to talk about. So it is really good that they're being taken seriously. Samoa Joe just can't catch a break, can he?
I'm devastated for him. He's been really back in literally minutes. But get well soon, Joe, and get back in there, please. Thank you. TNA! TNA! Not my words. The words of Vince McMahon making a tag team in the early noughties. And the words of a reunion show happening from Impact Wrestling for WrestleMania week. Arguably the best show of WrestleMania week.
Already.
Not even happened yet.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, Impact Wrestling running this TNA sort of nostalgia show. It's on the Friday. It's going to be on Fight TV. I'm going to buy it as soon as it's available because the names that they're coming out with are absolutely class, including one Chris Harris.
Yes, Braden Walker is going to knock your brains out.
Everyone gives him such a hard time. He was class in TNA.
He was indeed.
He really was.
Indeed.
Anyway, 2 more names have been announced. P.T. Williams has been announced. Fantastic stuff. And perhaps more importantly, but I don't know, Scott Steiner's there.
Yeah!
Scott Steiner's going to be there. It's just shaping up to be fantastic, isn't it? It's looking so good.
So, Steiner, P.T. Williams,
D'Lo and Ken Anderson,
revamping Aces and Eights. Get in! Chris Harris, Chris Sabin is going to be there as well. And looking at the current roster, I would presume that Ken Shamrock would be there.
Yeah, that's it.
Because old Kenny Boy was on the first run of NWA TNA shows. I love the fact that TNA have this rich history that we keep forgetting it has.
Yeah.
Like we unfortunately, and we do get flack for this. They are criminally undercovered by many outlets. But if you look at that history, that lineage that TNA has, all the way back to they were kind of the first promotion that rose from the ashes of the Monday Night Wars, really, because they kind of were born out of the back of WCW and ECW going bump, and they've stuck around. They've outlived WCW in terms of time frame of existence. They've somehow outlived WCW and ECW.
The one thing that I don't like about this is it's a clear sort of indication of how much TNA has dropped off. Because I'm so excited for this, but it's all the old knackers, isn't it? They're not. I'm joking when I say that.
The problem is all the good knackers are hired by WWE.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that they're not in the place that they were. I blame Hogan still. Whatever. We can talk about that for days. Oh, you know what I want to see there? I was thinking about this over the weekend. I want to see Don West there.
Oh.
Really want to see Don West there in a match against Abyss.
Wow. You think I'm loud?
Don West is something.
You see, Don, he's my spirit animal. I aspire.
How come you've not done QVC yet?
Mate,
You'd be great at that.
I applied ages ago to be a...
Did you actually?
I absolutely did. And my good lady tends to watch QVC. She likes to be at the shopping channel. But sometimes they'll do a thing where you can text in and they read out tweets and stuff like that. So I quite like heckling. And the one night, she was watching a special on Yankee Candles. And it was special. And I'm just sat there minding my own business, and suddenly they go, and we've had a tweet in from Tom Campbell who says, "Hi to Stephen. Are the rumours true that Yankee are releasing a bacon candle anytime soon?" I've got my good lady looking at me going, "Why are you heckling my favourite show?"
There used to be a channel called Shop TV. It was on Sky, and I used to absolutely bloody love it. Anthony, the tech guy, was fantastic. They closed, and on their last day, I phoned up, and I was in tears down the phone, I had a weird childhood.
Can we do some sort of special where we have a live stream where we're just selling stuff?
I've done it. I did it on a stream a while ago. The Lennox 1810. Oh, it's a nice set.
Oh, yeah, you did. Where a nice set come from. Do that again. Bobby Lashley, not Bobby at last. 3 new signings for the WWE Performance Center have been announced on WWE.com. Intrigued by these lads, 2 in particular.
Yeah, right. So, we've got some Great Khali training school graduates. That's right, Great Khali is a trainer in the art of professional wrestling, which is like Joseph Fritzl giving babysitting lessons. It's absolutely mental that is a thing. Anyway, let's talk about them, shall we? Goodbye, monetization. Right, at 7 feet tall, he's a big boy, 310 pound, Govinda Singh. He's an experienced cricketer and actor, and he was trained by the Great Khali. Sukhwinder, I'm going to struggle with that.
Grewal.
Another big lad, he's 7 foot tall, tipping the scales at 340 pounds. 24 years old, basketballer, who'd have thunk it. And 25-year-old Laxmi Kant Rajput, going to Orlando, athletic experience in javelin and taekwondo.
And he's the one, sadly, like, he turned up, and they were too busy looking at the other 2. Like, he's
a midget. He's a big boy, probably, isn't he? He's not that small at all. But
what does a Khali wrestling training lesson look like?
I don't even want to speculate.
So
Tom.
Here's how you hit them on the head.
Yeah.
Make sure you hold the belt the right way.
Yeah, right.
And just turn up and say, I'm tall. Ta-da!
It worked for him. I imagine he's a very rich man.
Yeah. I'm sure he runs a wrestling school and he runs a wrestling promotion. I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
there
we go.
Yeah, fair play. There you go. Bit of great Khali news to finish off.
I'm Tom Campbell from Cultaholic.com, and this is Khali's Wrestling School internet TV show Graded. Can we grade Khali's Wrestling School if they have a weekly program?
No.
Oh, mate.
See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.